Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's. I was going to say this week's midweek gig, but no, that's Wednesdays. It's Friday, and that means it's time to read some bookage. As you see, I am almost prepared tonight. Joker will be back with us in a moment. He was chatting to us a minute or two ago, and I am joined by Iman, aka Intellectual Quandary, aka IQ. AKA Mr. Cthulhu expert now.
We were just having a little chat backstage about me possibly what I was thinking about running for a first-time keeper Call of Cthulhu adventure.
Yep. I've got a few suggestions, but of course suggestions are based on what I've run, and he wants to run something for me, so it means
so I have to run something that he hasn't read, which is going to be quite difficult.
No, there's quite a lot I haven't read. I only tend to read.
It's more difficult for me to find something for you than you for me.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
but I only tend to read adventures when I'm coming to run them. I don't tend to browse adventures, just on the
just perusing them. Yeah.
So,
hello, Brian. Hello, Jeb. Hello, Keith.
You jumped in before I did.
Sorry.
Yeah. It don't matter. He's done the hellos now, so you've had your hellos.
Are you proud of me, Keith? I did it. I finally did it. Bloodborne is over.
I was wondering what you'd done then.
He's been along with me for the journey. He knows my pain and suffering because he completed Bloodborne recently as well. So,
right. Hello, Andy. How are you, fella?
Hello, Andy.
How are you? Yes.
You're jumping in with us today, mate.
He's probably just going to sit in chat and poke fun at us and trying to do a halakha. That's what halakha does on a Friday night, isn't it? Sits in chat.
Tired. Oh, bless you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Keith. Appreciate it. Andy, have you heard of Edge of Darkness, the Call of Cthulhu adventure? Because if you haven't, don't read it, because I might run that.
I've got it, but I haven't read it. It's in the starter set. Yeah. He's still making up his mind what to run, but we shall see.
Yeah.
We shall see.
Crimson sounds very much up our alley.
Again, it's not. No.
You think we can read?
I've got myself some new glasses on the way. I had my eye test last Monday, and they were like, yes, your eyes have got considerably worse. There's no wonder you're getting headaches from staring at the screen and you're not able to paint. And I mean, if you know, when I do my book reading things, I'm actually sat really close to the screen now, going to try and read it. I've got to get some new glasses, but they were.
See if you can get a blue light filter lens on them.
I've gone for fairly posh lenses for this one.
Okay, cool.
This pair, so. Did they blow that air at my eye during a test? No, they didn't.
What kind of test is that?
Don't know. If it makes you blink, then your eye's there.
Yeah, what is it, like a pupillary reflex or something? I don't know.
But no, basically, pressure test. No, they didn't do that. I had all sorts of lights shone in my eye to check my eye health and all that sort of stuff.
Right. Okay. Yeah. The only time I've ever had an eye test, that when they shone the light in my eyes, it literally made me like cry. That my eyes started watering because I have photosensitivity. So I'm like,
it made me go, oh my God.
Was that a pressure test? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know much about eye tests. It's only the third one I've ever had. My eyes were perfect until my mid-40s, and then suddenly, bang, and now they're terrible.
Yeah,
I've never
touch
worn
wood,
contact.
my eyes remain healthy.
I've never worn contact lenses. I never will because I cannot bear anything going in my eye.
Fair enough.
I can't bear anything close to my eye. I thought I'd struggle wearing glasses because having things really close to my eye really does bother me. Even my own finger. Don't hate it. Hate it.
Mm. So you would never consider getting like laser eye surgery or anything like that?
I can't bear anything touching my eyeball.
Mm.
Uh,
That's fair. I don't blame you. I think as humans, eyes are like our most important thing in terms of senses because we see things before we do anything else, right?
generally.
Well, I mean, it depends. I guess we can always listen. We can't shut our ears off, but we can shut our eyes.
The thought of me putting a contact lens in makes me feel physically sick.
Ugh.
So,
Hello, Squirrel Hermit.
we got the squirrel. Hiya, squirrel.
You
Right.
generous, lovely man.
Oh yes, still reeling for that. You'll be glad to know, Squirrel, that money has been spent. I bought myself some new glasses on Monday. It's going to take 2 weeks for them to arrive, but I will be able
Hey,
to
he said
see
it was for the glasses fund, so
Yeah, he did, and that's exactly what it was used for.
at
At
home
home
for
for
a
it,
bit.
good. You spend too much time at work. I hope you have a very, very good retirement plan and intend to use it and abuse it in its entirety. And if you do, I'm jealous because I don't. Anyhow, seeing as Joker's not back yet, I think we'll get started.
Does everyone remember where we were?
Yeah, I do.
We were getting chased, I believe, or something
Yeah, we
like that.
just ran into a house, and we thought this man would help us. And our Kai's sixth sense warns us that he's going to betray us. So
And Sixth Sense has never led us astray before.
it hasn't. Well,
So
Squirrel,
I believe we dived out the window or dove out the window.
yes, we chose to escape by way of the window.
Is it dived or dove?
Either.
Are they both correct? Okay.
I believe so. Yeah.
I thought I'd ask Mr. Pedant.
As far as I know, they're both correct.
Okay. Hello, RPG Exile.
Hello, indeed. Unless that is the Major's musings. Hello.
You have a hand up your poop chute.
Yes. I wasn't allowed to. It wouldn't display the one I put in originally.
A hand up to old knacker cracker.
Yeah, that's one way of doing it. One way of saying it. You give the pipe a cleaning.
Either or either. Yeah.
Either or either, indeed. Either or either.
Hand in the arsenal, Brian says. Yep, Brian's being Halakar tonight, I think. Or is he just being Brian?
I mean, we haven't got is Halakar away this week? I think he said he was going away this week. He wasn't.
I don't think we've heard from him, have we?
No.
Hope he's all right. He's probably busy with work.
Yeah. Anywho, shall we get going? So we have jumped out of the window. I'm drinking fizzy pop, so I'm going to be belching. It's the new strawberry and dragon fruit Vimto.
Strawberry and dragon fruit. Wow.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
You drop to the street below and run across the marketplace towards the hall. The building is full of people, all of them kneeling in prayer. You notice an avenue leading off to the right, which ends at an archway that is too narrow for more than one horse to pass through at a time. To your left, another alley wends its way down to the harbour. Do we enter the hall? Do we turn right and head for the archway, or do we double back towards the harbour? So, hall, archway, or harbour? Hello, Zatirok. Hall
Hello,
Archway.
Zatuk.
Hall Archway Harbour.
Not Harbour. One of the other two. The hall was where people are kneeling in prayer, you said.
Yes.
And what was the other option?
Through the archway.
Yeah, through the archway.
Right. Okay. See, that was 7 days ago, and 7 days is far too long for my brain to remember anything. So, hall, archway, or harbour? I'm assuming
Harbour is where we came from, Brian.
I think so.
Did you see that Cthulhu-y monstrosity that Brian put in the Discord, by the way?
Yes. Rare. It did look like it had got lost.
Yeah. It is real. Yeah, it is.
Right, so we have 4 votes for the hall, just Iman for the archway.
5. Chat has spoken.
Chat has spoken. Yeah, chat has spoken. Looks like we're going into the hall. 32. You raise the hood of your cloak and hurry through the open doors into the dark, cool hall. The people are kneeling in front of a pulpit where a holy man, dressed in flowing robes of black and gold, reads aloud from a gem-encrusted book. Behind him, the face of the late Zakhan, immortalized in a tapestry suspended from the roof by huge silken cords, looks down benevolently upon the mourners. The congregation is wrapped in prayer, and nobody sees you enter. The ceremony soon comes to an end, and you're able to slip past Mauk's men as the mourners flood into the surrounding streets. To continue, turn to 169.
Okay, that worked better than I thought it would.
It did. I shouldn't. I had a big piece of my daughter's birthday cake as well before the stream, and now I'm just with fizzy pop. I'm just burp, burp, burp.
Oh, is it a birthday?
It was on Wednesday.
Oh, right. She's not a teenager anymore then?
No.
Oh, dear. Yeah.
She's 20.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. We've only got one teenager left. Yeah.
I mean, I don't have any kids, but I mean, I've got 2 nieces, and I can easily say, yeah, time flies.
Done half. Done half.
Fucking hell. Feels like I've stayed the same, and she's grown up, but everyone's grown up.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You enter a broad street where vendors compete for space for their stalls beneath overhanging balconies. The market is crowded with people. They're all wearing a black sash as a mark of respect to the memory of their dead Zakhan. Unlike in most of Barakish, business continues here as normal. You pass a stall that is festooned with black sashes, each costing 2 gold crowns. Do we buy a sash?
Yeah, go for it. It'll help us blend in.
Do we buy a sash? Go on, chat, decide yes or no. 2 gold crowns, and we have plenty.
Where's our good old upside down contrarian friend, Mercurius?
I don't know.
Because I know he'll just say the opposite.
Yeah, of course he will. Of course he will.
I've said his name, so it should summon him.
Mercurius Orlicus. Mercurius
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mercurius
Looks like everyone says bye.
Yes. Buy the sash. Yes. Yes. So we have a sash.
How many gold crowns do we have left then?
11.
Okay.
I have said it 3 times. Because there's a little delay, isn't there? All right. Hurrying away from the stall, you dodge into a narrow passage that is lined with eating houses and small taverns. The smell of food is mingled with the odour of stale wine, and the air is alive with the chatter and gossip. Your attention is drawn to a notice freshly pasted to a tavern wall. The bold headline reads, "The Zakan is dead. Long live the Zakan." Do we stop and read the proclamation? Or do we decide to continue along the passage? So stop and read the rest of it, or just continue along the passage?
Yeah, why not?
Why not what?
Yeah, why not read it?
Yeah. Keith disagrees with you.
Okay. Hey, he's allowed to disagree with me. He helped me when it mattered on my Bloodborne stream.
So you only got good because Keith helped.
Well, I would argue that I was getting good anyway, but Keith's advice definitely did catalyze the events, shall we say. He basically told me to fight him in the water. So then as soon as I did, it just became a lot easier. And I didn't actually think that it would become that much easier, but it did.
So chat, vote, read or continue. Read or because Brian's voted twice now. Trying to sneak in an extra vote. Oops, indeed. Oops, indeed. Smacky wristy.
Oh, it looks like another handsome chap has put read.
It also looks like chatter, otherwise engaged. Half asleep. Something's going ping in my ear. What's pinging in my ear? Oh, I've left Discord open. Go away, Discord.
Yeah.
I would guess everybody in Reading, because that's Reading, not reading. But they should be literate if you live in Reading.
Well, I mean, the fact that they can't pronounce the word reading properly would lead me to believe otherwise.
Yeah.
The only good thing about Reading is that Nirvana were there. Let's be honest.
I will tell you something now, though, that not everybody in Essex is sexy.
True.
I'm trying to think of something for Norfolk.
No fucks given.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was genuinely just off the cuff there, and I think that works, though.
But Squirrel Hermit, you are look. You're absolutely fine. Ordering a Chinese takeout is a perfectly good excuse, as long as it contains a lovely side portion of chow mein.
Thanks, Brian.
I like Kung Po crispy beef, chicken, or prawn with a side portion of vegetable chow mein. And I just pour the sauce over the chow mein and stir it all in. No.
Have you had any Pakistani or Indian food since you had my mum's?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay. When you do, let me know, obviously, how much it doesn't match up. Oh, she made roast chicken and roast potatoes today, by the way.
Oh. English style roast chicken and roast potatoes.
No, with like all the spices and ginger and garlic and stuff. Yeah.
Right. Was it good?
I haven't eaten it yet, but yeah, I'll have it afterwards.
Giant plate of fried rice with garlic chicken.
Oh, that sounds good. Ah, there we go. Keith says he lived in Reading a few years ago. They're definitely not. There we go. Confirmed.
Definitely not literate. Yeah. Okay. Right. So it looks like we're going to read because people. We've only had 3 votes, and it's 2-1 to read. So I've given you long enough. Hello.
Hello, Joker.
Yam back.
I'm back.
My father was a drinker.
The poster is written from right to left in flowing Vasagonian script. The time you spent learning this language aboard the galley was time well spent, for you have little difficulty translating the proclamation. His most illustrious majesty, Zakan Mudala the Exalted, has passed into the realm of the Marjan. May his spirit never die. By the grace of the Council of Kadi, the Funtal of Kara Kala, and these long words, and the
English?
Judicar of Barakish, it is decreed that Kima, Emir of Ferofezan, protector of the dry main, shall by right claim the throne of Vasagonia. Through the unity of the 7 cities, he will lead his people to greatness. Long may he reign.
So they've already chosen his successor then?
Kimar. It says write it down. So Kimar, Emir of Ferofezan.
Sounds like somebody needs a medal for this book.
Protector of the dry main.
Wow.
Brian
7
says, hi,
cities.
Joker.
Hey!
Hey.
If that wasn't an invitation to the gutter, I don't know what was.
Yamir.
Okay, right. A scuffle breaks out at the end of the passage as a handful of Shamazin try to force their way through the crowd. In the confusion, a fruit stall is overturned. Its owner curses the clumsy soldiers at the top of his voice. Then his stream of invective halts in mid-sentence. The luckless man has been summarily beheaded for his insolence. You turn and run, splashing through the shallow drainage channel which bisects the length of the foul passage. To continue, 113.
Well, then.
The passage ends at a tree-lined plaza. You know you must find somewhere to hide, for your some-lending features in your Kai cloak and tunic make you stand out like a sore thumb among the city crowd. To your left is a small dwelling with a curious wooden sign hanging above the door. It is carved in the shape of a fish. To your right you notice a tavern. The sign above the tavern door seems oddly appropriate. The Hunted Lord. If you possess the Kai discipline of healing, turn 53.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that old thing we've got.
Yeah, I do it all the time. You recognize the sign of the fish. It is a symbol of an order of monks known as the Redeemers, a silent order devoted to a lifetime of prayer, pilgrimage, and the study of healing arts. Shall we enter this dwelling, or do we go to the tavern instead?
Let's go in here.
Monks or tavern?
Monks. They sound like nice people.
Tavern?
Joker says
You
tavern.
just want to get drunk.
Keith says tavern. Monks.
They don't have
or,
iron brew there.
Monks or tavern, chat? Monks or tavern? Tavern or monks? I'll just sit here and wait, shall I?
Yeah, why not?
How many people are in chat?
11.
Hmm.
Coco, hello. Coco says monks, they also have booze. Right, but
Hello, Coco. Yes, he's on my side. Let's go.
Squirrel counters with tavern. Brian says tavern.
What did you say, Joker? You said tavern.
Tavern!
Yeah.
We're at 4-2 for tavern at the moment.
Yes. You take your tea to the tavern with you.
Tea is not. Oh, tea as in food. Because we have breakfast, dinner, and tea.
It's so funny because that's quite a northern thing, but I don't say that. I say breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and everyone looks at me weird.
I bounce between the two because I'm in the middle.
Well, I went to a grammar school, didn't I? So I was raised a bit more posh.
It depends on who you talk to. It's like some people call lunch tea and
Dinner, supper.
Yeah. Like, speak English.
We know it's breakfast. And
well,
when
that bit we can all agree on. That bit is just the other two.
Yeah.
If we say lunch, it always means the middle of the day.
Yeah, it means like the midday meal.
But if you say dinner, it could mean lunch, or it could mean evening meal.
Yeah.
Supper is always evening meal.
Supper's always in the evening. Yeah, that's true.
Tea can be either your evening meal or a beverage.
Anyone who refers to tea as food, just no.
Yeah, but then depending on how old you are, supper also means what's for dessert.
What? But that's called pudding or dessert.
Yeah, but people used to say what? Some people used to say, "Oh, what? This dinner, then it's supper time." It's like, okay.
Okay, so tavern has won. Tavern has won.
Tavern it is.
Tavern it is.
Tavern.
What happens when a man orders tea at the pub here? If you're in a regular pub, it depends who you're with, the time of day, and the pub you're in. I used to, when I was running a pub quiz, I used to order myself a pot of tea to last me the entire quiz.
No resource to the pint glass.
The way that I would explain it is you don't go to the pub for a cup of tea, you go to the pub for a pub tea.
But if you're driving, it's quite acceptable to have a tea or a coffee instead of a beer.
Yeah.
So,
because I've never heard anyone say pub dinner or pub, supper. They say pub tea.
We say
at least
pub
up
lunch.
here. At least up here they do.
We say pub lunch or go to the pub for food.
Or just plain simple to the pub.
To the pub, yeah.
Hang on, sorry, my mum's calling me.
The tavern is crowded with people who are seated at a long stone counter embellished with fragments of coloured marble. Large earthenware jars full of spicy foods are set into the counter's surface, and serving girls are busy attending to the scores of hungry customers. If you're wearing a black sash, turn to 172. Oh, fish and chips in the pub.
Right, sorry, what did I miss? Tea means a meal. I thought it also meant gossip. Who the hell says tea for gossip?
I don't know. I've never heard tea being used for gossip.
No. Are you just fucking with us?
Probably.
Yeah.
Are you fucking with me, Pally?
Come in, stranger. Welcome to
North
my humble
America
tavern,
says
says the
that.
plump. Oh, all right, says the plump landlady of the eating house. We have wine and food and rooms aplenty. At this moment, you hear Mark's men entering the plaza, and you cast an anxious glance towards the open door. The landlady sees that you are nervous. She points to the cellar stairs and says in a hushed voice, "Do not worry. We all share your fear of the new Zakan. Quickly, go and hide." There is no time for hesitation. Mark's warriors are already approaching the tavern. Turn to 16. You rush into the cellar and hurriedly bolt the door. Pressing your ear to the gnarled timber, you listen intently to the noise of Marok's angry soldiers. They've entered the building and it will only be a matter of time before they notice a cellar door. You cast your eyes around the room. It appears to be empty except for a coil of rope and a tinderbox. Then you notice something that might allow you to leave this small stone room. It is an iron grill set into the middle of the floor. However, your hopes of making an easy escape are dampened when you catch your first whiff. I can't. My brain's gone wobbly. When you catch your first whiff of the horrible stench that is rising from out of this grating. We say spill the beans.
Spill the tea. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, we say spill the beans. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Irish. What do the Irish say? What's the crack?
What's the crack?
Yeah.
Do we try and leave the cellar by way of the grill, or do we stay in the cellar and prepare for combat?
I morally claim we should take those. What was it? The rope and the tinderbox. I think we should take those if we can, and then leave through the grating, the grill, whatever it is. You also spill the beans in Canada, do you? Okay, that's good to know.
So, Iman voting for leave via grating. Keith voting for leave via grating.
Grating.
And then people cry over spilt milk.
Oh, that old one, yeah.
Okay, looks like everyone's saying grating here. Yeah, all right, it's 7-0.
I knew what you meant, Jeb. I knew what you meant.
Yeah. Okay, 51. A slippery ladder descends into the dark, stench-filled shaft. You gulp a lungful of air and climb down, locking the trapdoor behind you. When finally you reach the bottom of the shaft, your worst fears are confirmed. You've entered the Baga de Ruse, the infamous main drainage sewer of Barrakesh. You recall one of the crewmen aboard the galley, an old man nicknamed the Stink because of his strong body odour, telling you that he was sentenced to 1 year's imprisonment in the Baga de Ruse for a crime he did not commit. Peering along the gloomy tunnels, you wonder how he survived for so long in this dank, filthy sewer. Suddenly, your thoughts are disturbed by the sound of splintering wood. Chunks of shattered timber rain down upon you as the Shanazim smash open the trapdoor. The heavy iron grill glances off your shoulder as it falls. You stifle a cry of pain, but you lose 1 endurance point due to the wound you just suffered. Oh, we're 21 down to 20. This section of the Baga de Ruse is a junction where 3 channels converge. You must decide which channel to take, and quickly, for Mauk's men are now descending the ladder directly above you. If you have the Kai discipline of tracking, turn to 173.
Okay.
Judging by the direction of the sluggish flow, the right channel appears to head off to the north. The vast tide of sewage and garbage from the Baga de Ruse is swept out towards the coast. In the end, it emerges at Shira, a village located in the northwest of the capital. There it makes life both difficult and unpleasant for the poor local fishermen. especially during the blisteringly hot summer months. You're able to determine that if you were to take the North Channel, you should eventually reach the coast. The left channel leads south. It runs below the very heart of the capital. In the maze of tunnels that feed into the Bago de Rouge, it is likely you'll find at least one exit to the streets above. Straight ahead, the channel leads off to the west. It is by far the least fetid and contaminated of the three. During the voyage, you remember the stink telling you about the Grand Mandane. It is a huge aqueduct over 40 miles long which channels fresh water from the River Dar directly into the city. As a result of this engineering masterpiece, the citizens of Barrakesh, unlike the inhabitants of other Vasagonian cities, enjoy a lavish supply of fresh water. The West Channel will eventually lead to that water source. Okay. Do we go north, south, or west?
Fucking hell, that's a lot of decisions. It gives a lot of information too.
Yep. North takes us to that village. South should take us into the centre of the city, and west should take us towards the aqueduct.
Where do we ideally want to go?
We're trying to get the hell out of here, aren't we?
Yeah. The aqueduct?
I don't fucking know. Hello, Richard. South? Is oh, hello, Halakar. Glad you're here. Did you say south was an option?
South takes us towards the centre of the city.
Yeah, I want to go that way.
Joker, which one do you want?
Aqueduct. I want to carry on sneaking away.
Okay, we're currently on 4 for the small village, 1 for the centre of the city, and 4 for the aqueduct.
Oh.
Right. So.
Oh, he's camping. That's what it was. Hope you're enjoying it, Halakar. You're not too cold.
Yeah, weather's good.
How do you have internet out there? Maybe America has better coverage than the UK. Because in the UK, you go anywhere into the country and you get no signal.
You get no signal. No. Beautiful weather. Coco says aqueduct, so aqueduct moves into the lead.
Which one was that? Was that north or west?
West. He could well be glamping, couldn't he? Are you glamping or camping, Halakar? Be honest now.
I'll never tell.
No. Oh, it's got a cabin. Right, okay.
Oh, nice.
Glamping it is.
Well, it's a cabin in the woods, isn't it? The cabin in the woods.
The good kind, I hope.
Don't listen to any tapes in the drawer.
Shall we play Alone Against the Static now, especially for Halakar?
Don't answer the door. Don't listen to any tapes.
No, and don't go wandering.
And don't play with VCRs.
No. Right. That sounds like we're going towards the aqueduct. 13.
I look forward to it, Halakar.
Indeed. Oh. You force yourself along the foul canal. Its sluggish water is thick with green and black scum and clotted with a hideous variety of filth and rotting debris. Huge cockroaches crawl in and out of cracks in the ceiling, making a loud clicking sound as they go. I just wonder if you can see that picture on here. No, it's not related to this. The vile channel is waist deep, and as the surface scum breaks, a cloud of putrid gas wafts up and engulfs you. The stench is appalling. Choking with nausea, you cover your mouth and nose with the folds of your Kai cloak. Then a sudden splash warns you that Mauk's men are not very far behind, and you force yourself to quicken your pace. You've waded just a few yards further along the canal when you hear a soft rustling noise that immediately makes you freeze. It is the unmistakable sound of scaled skin slithering softly over slick, wet stone. Your mounting fear turns to a blind terror when you catch your first glimpse of the creature that is advancing now towards you from out of the fetid darkness. We have animal kinship. Turn to 187.
Okay.
You recognize the creature. It is a quaraz, a giant creeping reptile. Quaraz are native to the Markenmeyer swamp, located hundreds of miles to the west of Vasagonia, but they thrive in any hot, damp, and fetid environment. It strikes you that the Baga de Ruse sewer is an ideal breeding ground for these deadly beasts. Quaraz moves along the ceiling, gripping the stone in its long, curved claws, its oval eyes opening wider and wider. Quaraz are very susceptible to psychic power. By using your Kai discipline of animal kinship, you're able to persuade it that you are not at all appetizing, and it soon loses interest in you. You watch with a mixture of fear and fascination as the huge reptile crawls along the ceiling and disappears into the tunnel. Suddenly, a fearful scream bursts out of the darkness. The Quaraz has found a meal. Mauk has lost one of his men. A shiver runs down your spine, but your instincts tell you to press on while you have the advantage. Hello, Daniel.
Hey, Dan.
Hey.
A oop.
You genuinely these are not the droids you're looking for, him.
Absolutely. Oh, dear.
That was so funny. Nah, mate, you don't want to eat me. Try them guys over there.
It takes some time for the fear and nausea to fully subside, but stoically you push on through the slimy water. Your iron will and determination is making you almost oblivious to your dreadful surroundings. Eventually you reach a junction where a wider tunnel crosses your route. If you possess the Kai discipline of Sixth Sense, turn to 47. The thing about these Kai disciplines is they actually make it quite linear. You make your choices at the start.
Yeah.
Now we've got all the Kai disciplines. The route through the book is pretty much laid out for us in so many places. I spot some green.
Oh, damn.
Daniel, thank you, Daniel. I'm just gonna see who got
I'm gonna beat you to it, bitch.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna try. So we got Sharky and Bones multi-language, Stella allegedly conspiracy, a whim. I don't know how you say that one. Aum here, K my bot, and I am Lex. I don't know who any of those are, unfortunately.
No, I don't either. Was one of them there on Wednesday?
No, I don't think so.
Have a quick look. Come on, load. Yes, Sharky and Bones multi-language he chimed in on chat Wednesday, I think.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah.
Good on you, Sharky.
So there we go. Right. You have a strong feeling. Was it 47? Yeah. You have a strong feeling that more Quaraz occupy the North Tunnel. You sense that it leads to a lair. It could be suicidal to go that way. Therefore, you decide you must take one of the other remaining routes instead. Do we continue along the West Tunnel, or do we turn south?
I think, Jeb, that is for you being able to be gifted memberships by other people. So if you tick it on, then you'll be in the running.
Yeah. So that's why Jeb's never received one, because he hasn't turned on the ability to receive a gift.
Sorry, can you repeat the options? Did you say west or south?
West or south, yes. West is the tunnel we're in. South is a new one.
South. Because that's where I wanted to go last time.
Blimey. I'm in one of them sort of weird sugar sort of wobbles.
Yeah.
Does that Vimto have? Is it full sugar or is it sweetness?
No, it's sweeteners. But I had a large piece of my daughter's birthday cake before I
Oh,
streamed.
do you know what? It's probably the icing on the cake.
Yeah. I've got you know fidgety feet.
Yeah.
Mm.
My feet are really, really fidgety at the moment. They're not stopping.
Too much sugar.
Yeah, I think so. Yes.
Yeah. You got the I don't know. You need to get the energy out.
Yeah.
You know what helps with that?
What?
Oh, hey, Dan.
Yeah. Hi, guys. I'm going to end up being Kelsey in a few moments because I got to make dinner.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But what helps with fidgety feet is generous amounts of Jack Daniels or bourbon.
Fuck, I knew he was going to say that.
Don't ask me how I know.
Already here 3 X's.
Actually, Brian's got a good idea.
Bicycle pedals underneath my computer desk. Yes.
Oh my God. That would look really weird.
But that would be really good for exercise, though, genuinely.
Already any general local bike.
But that would just look
Just you guys wait till Yog gets his steering wheel and pedals.
Already bike off the street.
Yes. Right, we're at 3 south, 1 west at the moment.
Yes.
Thank you, Daniel. Anyway, thank you for those memberships. That's marvelous.
You're welcome.
Water helps balance your blood sugar some.
I guess so. I'm just. It must. I think it's why I'm sort of like skipping words when I'm reading and reading wrong words as well. It's making me just go.
All right, guys, I'm going to go because I have to cook dinner, and you probably don't want to hear me swearing while I'm cooking dinner. So
Okay.
I'll be lurking,
Kelsey.
and I may, if I don't vote right away, go on and vote without me, or else I'll jump. If I have a moment, I'll vote.
That's
Okay.
cool.
No
No
worries.
problem, mate.
Cheers, Daniel.
Cheers, Daniel.
So we've got 3 votes for south, 2 votes for west. I don't do whiskey. I don't do whiskey at all. The nearest I get to whiskey is Southern Comfort. That is the absolute nearest I'll go.
What does Southern Comfort count as?
It's a bourbon.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's the same as
Okay.
Jack Daniels.
It's very sweet, whereas
It's
whiskeys are, I don't want to say harsh.
They're harsher.
They have more rye and stuff in them, whereas Southern Comfort, they put a little bit of cinnamon and some honey and other.
And then it just soothes down your throat.
Yeah, but it's still the same proof. It's still like 80 proof.
Oh yeah.
One
One doesn't attack you on the way down.
I can honestly say, and I think John's heard me say this before, everything that has gone wrong in my life, Southern Comfort was involved. And
Yes.
I'm sure you said that on Wednesday.
Yeah.
I can honestly. Yep.
Yeah,
Because I remember saying to you, it sounds like you need some northern hospitality.
All right, now I'm gonna go cook dinner.
All right, go put on your wig and your apron. We'll see you in a bit.
Yeah, I am a good little kitchen bitch. Leave me alone. So what are the options, real quick?
South or west?
West. Head west, young man.
Oh, fucking hell.
Right, we are currently at 4-4. 4 west, 4 south. We have 15 people here. Jeb says west.
And there's a difference between Irish and Scottish whiskey as well, because one has an E in it and one doesn't.
It does, yes.
You are correct, and there is also a difference between those two and Canadian whiskeys also.
Yeah. Scottish whiskey has no E. Irish whiskey has the E.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
And then Canadian whiskey has a different recipe, and then bourbon has to have a certain percentage of hops and corn and whatever other ingredients. by law. They have to have that, or else it's only a whiskey instead of a bourbon.
So don't spell Scotch whiskey with an E. If you say Scotch, you mean the version without an E.
Correct.
Yeah, so that one's whiskey and the other one's whiskey.
Or if you're from Pennsylvania, it's like, hey, you got any of that good booze over there?
Isn't that just moonshine?
Yeah.
So is Crown Royal then Canadian whiskey?
Correct. Yes.
Because
And now they make it,
Scotch. Yeah.
they and I know we need Saxius because we're going way off topic.
Oh, okay. Saxius isn't here.
But they now make Crown with peach, maple, which goes really good on pancakes. Don't ask me how I know why.
Because you tried it
More
than once.
We don't need to ask.
Peach, maple, and apple, and then one other flavor. But they ruined it because Crown Royal should be done with 2 or 3 large ice cubes on the rocks in a short glass. That's how you should drink it. It shouldn't be mixed. Just saying.
Meanwhile, Andy's character in Call of Cthulhu had, I think, 2 measures and then a shit ton of ice.
Yes. Right. So West is winning 5-4.
I think. Yeah.
Unless we get any more votes.
I think it's been long enough.
Yeah.
Jeb says Crown Royal is rat piss.
I don't think he knows what he's talking about. Just being nice.
I don't drink any whiskey. No whiskey at all.
Neither do I. I consume it. I don't drink it.
Oh, sure. You have an IV drip of that stuff. Let's be honest.
I wish. I can't afford that.
Oh, if only, right? If only.
I have an IV drip of the rock gut vodka, but not the.
Hey Dan, I think your alcohol needs more blood in it. No, I'm joking.
Anyway, let's get on with the book.
All right. Yep.
Yes. Go cook dinner.
Well, no, I gotta show you my cat being an asshole.
Okay. Well, okay.
Where is he? Yeah, there he is. Right there.
There's Cat. Oh, Cat wants to be involved.
Yep. All right, guys, I'm gonna go cook dinner.
Cheers. Enjoy.
Later, Dan.
Right. If you have a strong feeling that more Quarras occupy the North Tunnel. Okay, I've already read that. West 73. West, young man.
Pardon me.
Pardon you. The stench of the sewer begins to fade and the water becomes less polluted the further you explore in this direction. The sound of Mark's men has faded and now only the constant gurgle and rush of the fetid water fills your ears. Suddenly your foot is caught by something and you are thrown off balance. Half buried in the sludge of the tunnel floor is a rusty suit of armor. You fall face first into the putrid water. No. The oily slime fills your ears and nose and chokes in your throat. Quickly you break the surface and struggle onwards into a narrow walkway. But upon reaching this place, you find your arm no longer functions. Your wounded shoulder, injured by that falling trapdoor grill, is stinging painfully, but the whole of your arm below the wound is numb and useless. Fright turns to horror when you realize what is wrong. Ruh-roh.
Oh God, what is it? Oh no.
You recognize the symptoms of limb death. The wound has become infected by thousands of limb death microbes, one of the many strains of deadly bacteria which can be found in the Baga de Rouge. None of your Kai skills can be used to prevent the eventual loss of your arm. There's only one cure for this dread disease. The infected wound must be treated with the herb Erda within 24 hours. Unless you find some Erda by mid-afternoon, your arm will become gangrenous. You'll then have to choose between losing your arm and losing your life. This dreadful realization renews your determination to escape from this terrible place. For you can be sure of one thing: you'll find no Erda herb in the hellish confines of the Baga Daruz. Baga.
We're gonna die. We're gonna die.
We're doomed. We're doomed.
Is it our sword swinging arm or is it the other arm?
Oh, we're about to find out. You need your numb arm in an effort to massage some life back into it, but it is useless. The muscles are limp and nerveless. The only consolation is that it is not your weapon arm, but as long as you are suffering from this disease, you cannot wield a shield of any sort. Deduct 3 points from your combat skill.
Fair enough.
It becomes 26 or 28 with a mind blast.
Okay. Yes, we do need some herb.
These lost points may be recovered if ever you should regain the use of your arm. You turn your attention to your surroundings in an effort to find some way of escaping from this nightmarish sewer. The passage ahead winds and curves like the bowels of a giant snake, and the foul air that drifts towards you is hot and humid. You have shaken off your pursuers, but now you have the problem of your paralyzed arm to resolve. To continue, turn to 55.
Oh, fuck. Straw Piglet, I suggested to John a number of months ago that we do a choose your own adventure book reading, and every time we take a wrong choice that he takes a drink and we go back, and he was like, no, that'll get messy.
Yes.
I still maintain it would be a very fun stream.
Yeah. It would have to be on a Friday when I'm not working the next day. And at the moment,
that will be very rare.
At the moment, I'm working every Saturday, so which is why I've not been on the beer recent Fridays. Anyway, the temperature.
What was the name of the herb that we needed?
Erda.
Erda. Okay.
Or Oida. Oida. O-E-D-E.
Oh, okay, right. Okay, I understand.
That's not the herb I need. But,
Hey, Richard seems to agree it would be fun.
I'd have to do it when I've got a day off the next day, and that isn't happening many Fridays at the moment. The temperature rises steadily until you are bathed with sweat. Ahead, you see a chamber filled with steam that is rising from its bubbling floor. You're about to enter the chamber when you catch a glimpse of the danger awaiting you there. The stone walkway comes to an abrupt end just a few yards into the chamber. 10 feet below, lying before you like the surface of a huge bubbling cauldron, is a tarsok, a Vasagonian mud geyser. These geysers are more common in the northern part of the desert realm. Much of Vasagonia is geologically unstable. Yet, although the land is subject to constant earth tremors, these rarely result in much destruction. The Vasagonians call these tremors Tassadophium, which, when translated into some lending, means the wrestling gods.
In American, it's geyser.
I'm not so. Yeah, we pronounce it geyser over here.
Yes,
it's geyser in American, but it's a geyser in English. Pronounced exactly the same as all right, geyser, but spelled differently.
Yeah,
we don't say geyser; we say geyser.
Over here, geezer is a very old man.
Yeah, Brian just said that.
Yeah, okay, all right. I missed that. Yeah.
I mean, that's the GEZZE version of geezer. Yes, it's the same here. It means an old bloke. But
you're right, geezer.
Right, geezer. It's also your mate as well. Right, geezer.
Yeah.
But GEYSER in English is Giza.
I mean, I'm just going to point out it's called English, right? So
For people
So-
that can English.
Anyway,
Okay,
yes, a
yeah.
geyser if it helps. Yes, carry on.
This particular mud geyser has been put to practical use. It provides a constant source of heat for the dwellings built over the chamber. The steam from the tar sock rises into a pair of huge circular chimneys in the dome ceiling, which in turn feed heat and power to the buildings above. Your only way out of this chamber is by climbing one of the great chimneys. Although there are no ladders, the rock-hewn chamber wall offers you many footholds. Do we climb the left or do we climb the right?
What?
Climb left chimney or climb right chimney?
I don't fucking know. Is
the
there
left,
any
to the
distinguishing
left.
features of either of them?
It doesn't
the
say, no.
To the
It's
left,
just a
to the
simple
left.
left or right.
To the left, to the left.
I'm gonna go with the right one. I'm gonna say right is right.
What was it Beyonce they used to sing to the left, to the left?
I wish
All the
she
single ladies.
No, I don't know. No Beyonce. No Beyonce. No.
To the left, to the left.
No. I will say now that I think Destiny's Child, one of the worst pop groups ever to have existed.
I'm not
Fair dues.
disputing that. It was just the lyrics that came to came to mind more than who sang it.
I think Destiny's Child were absolute drivel. How that can be called music, I don't know.
What
You could say-
about
you could say that
Sugar
for
Babes
most
or
of the
Pussycat
child music
Dolls?
in the 90s.
I'm not a fan of any of those girl groups. Atomic Kitten, Sugar Babes, Pussycat Dolls, not a fan of any of them.
See, I think probably the reason that I ever liked, or not even liked, but listened to their music was because I was a young boy and they were hot.
No, Richard, I did not like the Spice Girls. No. Rick Astley, no. I didn't like Rick Astley either.
But the stuff he does now he's got full control of recording what he wants. He's not bad.
Oh, he's got a good voice. But it's the music he was given, yeah.
But why? He'll never give you up. He'll never let you down.
Yeah, but now he can sing what he wants to, and
Yeah.
10 times fucking better. He's always wanted to be more rocky.
To be fair, I genuinely think he's kind of gotten more handsome as he's gotten older.
I've never thought of him in that way, Iman.
I'm comfortable enough in my sexuality to say when a man is hot, okay? Doesn't mean I'm attracted to him.
It depends on how much puffs of the weed.
The weed does not turn me gay, I can tell you that now.
I mean, Rick Astley would have had quite a few ladies back then, yes. Yeah, of course he would.
Yeah, 100%.
Rich, young pop star with a deep, soulful voice. Yeah, of course he would.
Yeah, he'd have been raking in the poon.
But yeah. The Bangles, I never really got. I mean, apart from Walk Like an Egyptian, I never really liked the Bangles' music. I just like Susanna Hoffs. Let's just face it, it weren't really my sort of music.
Yeah, let's face it. He didn't listen to the music for the music. He listened just to watch Susanna Hoffs.
Yeah. I mean, I played Iman quite a lot of my music last night after the Underworld stream.
Mm-hmm.
So what did I play you? I played you Kerosene,
Yes.
Big Black, Waiting Room by Fugazi.
That was a tune.
Yeah, it is a tune, that is. What else did I play you?
You played me some Tool. You
Oh,
showed me what was his name? Danny Carey, his drumming.
Oh yes, Numa by Tool. Yes.
Numa, that was it. Yep.
And
And Sober.
I played Sober. Yes, yeah. What else did I play?
I think that was about it. There was like 5 or 6.
Martha's Harbour by All About Eve.
Yes,
lady-
All About Eve. That was one. Yeah.
The woman with the heavenly voice.
Running through Tomb of Horrors. Maybe later, Richard. Maybe later. I was thinking about running John and the guys through my first Call of Cthulhu Keeper adventure that I would ever run. So
We'll have to do that sometime.
that'll be after Horror on the Orient Express, more than likely. Which I was gonna say to you, by the way, John, just briefly. It's gonna feel weird on Tuesdays after that's finished.
Yeah.
Oh, will do. Yeah.
Do you plan on filling the gap, or are you just
don't
gonna
know.
leave it?
Depends how mad it's sent me having to prepare a game for every Tuesday.
Because I could happily fill the slot with one of my, when I choose to run, I could happily fill at least one slot, maybe two if it takes longer than a session.
I'll probably take a break of a month or two and then think, and then come up with something
Well,
else.
that's fine. You don't have to do any prep if I'm running.
Yeah.
Because the
You could
characters
actually play for a change, John.
Yeah.
The characters in that adventure are pre-gens, I think. So,
Right.
Oh no, wait. No, they're not. Sorry, I'm thinking of something else. Anyway,
But yes,
where were we?
Waiting Room by Fugazi is a tune. It's a hell of a tune.
I think everyone said left apart from me. Looks like it, yeah. Right, left it is then, I guess.
There's another bassy one I wanted to play. The one with a really distorted bass I played. Oh, I can't remember. Right, you pull yourself into the left chimney and pause for a few moments to catch your breath. The scalding steam hurts your lungs, and every movement becomes a tremendous strain for your hands and feet are now very swollen and sore. Lose 1 endurance point. Back down to 20.
Okay.
We gain 1 every time we go through a section without fighting. Hooking your fingers into a jagged crack in the wall of a sweltering chimney, you try to draw yourself upwards. Suddenly a wave of fear engulfs you. Something is crawling up your forearm. Inadvertently, you have disturbed a nest of loathsome arachnids.
Oh, not spoders.
Why have I gone on to this rather than... What's happened to my...
Wait, isn't that supposed to be roll 20? Not roll 20, owlbear.
Owlbear, yeah. There we go.
I don't know why I get those confused all the time.
Yeah. What happened to my owlbear window?
Iman could do a good Ringo. Are you trying to say I'm a shit songwriter? No, I'm joking.
I think I must have accidentally closed my owlbear window. How long ago did I do that?
Oh dear.
I don't know. Let's get owlbear back up again.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Here we go. Right, we're going to fight. Owlbears indeed are
Some arachnids.
Yeah. We've got a massive. We've got plus 18 combat skill over these. They've got tons of endurance. They've got 35 endurance. So
Probably because of the sheer number of the buggers.
yeah. Here we go. Oh, 2. Right. Enemy -10. Lone wolf -2.
The Beatles are from Liverpool, so they're kind of local to me, but I would say the accent is very different.
It is, yeah. Liverpool. 3 is enemy -11.
If you got it.
Oh, if you have lost the use of one arm, you cannot fight these biting horrors. For you
You've not
inevitably
lost it
slip and
yet.
fall.
Oh shit! Because we're on a ladder.
You can only evade the combat.
We've not lost it yet.
No, but we only have the use of one arm.
Hmm.
I've never looked. I've never even read the evasion rules. All right. Okay. After
I
2
think,
rounds. Right. Yeah. Evasion is done on the same table. You don't cause any damage. You just take it. Right. So that's none. So we couldn't kill them, but we have been damaged a little bit.
So what happened? We climbed down into the sewer, and then the guards kicked down the grill, and it landed on top of our shoulder, and then some basically flesh-eating bacteria or whatever got into our arm, and yeah, I can't remember what they were called.
So we've taken a little bit of damage, and we've gone to 114, but we've climbed past.
You still want to hear my Ringo? We could save that for after the stream.
You reach a point where the chimney changes from being a vertical shaft and becomes a horizontal tunnel leading off to the south. Although the damp heat here is still oppressive, the steam has now cleared. Every nerve and tissue in your body seems agonizingly sensitive, making your progress along the narrow shaft slow and difficult. All hope of signing a peace treaty with the new Zakan has long since vanished. The only concern now is escape from this hellish sewer and somehow find a way to get back to Sommerland as quickly as possible. You notice a square vent cover in the ceiling less than 10 feet ahead. It is badly corroded with rust, and you have to lie on your back and kick it with both feet to force it open. This drains your last reserves of stamina, but your efforts are rewarded with success. By chance, you have gained access to one place in Marrakesh you most need to visit. The public baths.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Enter a large vestibule constructed from blocks of pink and white marble. A man in a white robe sits near a door in the far wall. He is reading from a scroll that he holds very close to his face. He has not seen you enter the baths, but he is quick to sense your presence here. By the Marjan, he cries, you smell worse than a bakna. He hurls a towel at you and points to the door. Take my advice, he whines, his fingers pinching shut his nostrils. Don't get undressed. Just go straight in. Those clothes of yours need as much a wash as you do.
Okay.
You grit your teeth in anticipation of the moment when he sees that you are not Vasagonian, but he simply returned to his scroll, holding the parchment close to his nearsighted eyes. You smile as you realize this man cannot see you clearly enough to identify you as a foreigner. Beyond the door, there is a long hall leading off at regular intervals into smaller open chambers, each with a sunken bath. Perfumed water constantly splashes into the baths and drains away directly into the Baga de Ruse. You decide to take the bath attendant's advice and jump straight into the cool water, keeping all your clothes on. You notice a large earthenware jar stands beside the bath, which is full to the brim with a translucent purple oil. Oh, there he is. That's the chap.
Hey up, chappy. What did you say? Purple oil?
Yeah, it says, if you have the Kai discipline of healing, turn to 6.
Okay.
The oil is made from the pressed fruit of the lamuma tree. It has a soothing and relaxing effect when rubbed into the skin.
Do it.
Do we use the oil or don't we?
Do it.
Oil, yes or no?
Why not? Rub it on the infection.
Yeah, we could try that.
Hide our crossbow in the bubbles.
Is that a crossbow you're hiding, or are you happy to see me? No, it's a crossbow.
Kelsey there used. Okay, hello, Kelsey. But it's girly.
Hello, Kelsey. I like how Coco said it. Hey, if we oil up, we'll be harder to grab.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got 6 votes for oil. No one voting for not using the oil. I'm going to assume that, we're going to press on. Save a bit of it in case we meet someone. We don't want to go in dry, do we? Gradually, you feel all your muscles relax. The oil soothes the cuts and bruises which cover your body and restores 2 endurance points.
Oh, good.
I should have asked the keeper for some eau de herb. Wait. Continue, turn to 71. Having washed off the worst of the dirt, you clamber out of the bath and into a small antechamber. The atmosphere in this room is hot and arid, and your clothes are soon dry as a bone. Beyond the antechamber is another hall. It is crowded with people. Some are seated, but the majority stand. Everyone is busy in conversation. These are the free baths of Barakesh, and the citizens of the capital are justly proud of them. They are the envy of the other desert cities where water is scarce and a precious commodity. The citizens treat the baths as a forum, a place for meeting and talking with friends. Much of the conversation you overhear is about the new Zakan. Very few speak well of him. You wrap yourself in a large towel and make your way through the crowd towards the main entrance. It says we can keep the towel. It's like visiting a hotel. Today is Flag Day in the USA.
I don't know what that means.
No, I don't know what it means either.
Episode on flags.
We don't have a Flag Day.
Children with flags.
There he is. His ears must have been burning.
It was an hour ago that I uttered his name 3 times. How are you doing, Mercurius? How's life? How are you feeling?
There's a time delay.
Of course there is. I mean, it's got to go around the planet, hasn't it?
Well, he probably just woke up or something. I don't know.
What time would it be in Australia right now?
Are they not 12 hours ahead?
No, it's not 12 hours. New
Is
Zealand.
it 10 hours?
It's 8 to 10, depending on time zones and things, I believe. So it depends whether it's West Coast, Central, East Coast, or all that sort of stuff. You slept in. Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
It's all good, mate. We were just talking about you briefly earlier, saying, "Oh, I wonder where he is," because we know he's going to vote the opposite thing.
Yes. Because Iman got outvoted like 6 to 1. It was like, oh, you've got Mercurius's job here. Of course. How is the future?
Queensland.
Right. Okay. 8:04 a.m. So you're currently 9 hours ahead. Good day, mate. And of course, it is winter in Queensland at the moment.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yep. Winter is just beginning. When I went to Australia, it was, what month was it? Can't remember what month I went. I know it was either spring or autumn. It wasn't summer or winter. I can't remember what time of year it was. But it was think it might have been April, May sort of time. But that was Sydney, which is further south than where Mercurius will be, so it'll be cooler. Hoi. A balmy summer temperature for Brits. Yeah, be cold for you, yeah. Hurrying down the steps and away from the bath hall, you enter the Sadi Tasuda, the Square of the Dead. Jet black flagstones cover the square, each with a long iron spike cemented deep into its core. From the steps of the bath hall, the square resembled the back of a massive iron porcupine. But when you get a bit closer, you realize that the Sadi Tasuda is a very sinister place. Impaled atop each spike is a human skull. These skulls are all that remain of pirates, murderers, fraudulent traders, and thieves who were sentenced to death. The grisly display serves as a grim warning to others never to defy the law of the Zakan.
Oh, okay. That doesn't look like a skull. That looks like a head.
It does, yes. As you reach the far side of the square, you brush against a spike. Fresh blood is smeared across the arm of your tunic, staining it dark red. Cursing your misfortune, you raise your eyes and are shocked into open-mouthed silence by what you see. Impaled upon this sharp iron pole is the head of the Vasagonian envoy with whom you voyaged from Summerland these past few weeks. That's whose head it'll be then.
Oh.
And on either side of him are the heads of all the galley crew. On each of their foreheads is freshly branded one word: traitor. Fear wells up inside you, making your stomach churn. Turning your face away from the envoy's sightless eyes, you scurry away into the crowded streets of the Mikarum, the district where the spice and herb merchants live. So I'll just show you that picture again. There we go. You can see branded into his head.
That was the guy who we started the book with.
It was, yes.
Oh, dear.
At the end of a narrow, winding street, you come to a junction. Directly opposite is a shop with a bright red sign fixed above its door. Bar Bir Dar Masoon, herb mistress. If you are in need of the Erda herb, turn to 68.
Oh, yes.
Yes, he's had a bit of bad luck. Spot of misfortune. You part the curtain of beads that is hanging in the doorway and enter the cool interior. The lifeless arm that hangs uselessly by your side has taken on a bluish hue. Fear returns to gnaw at your insides. You must find the Erda herb to cure the disease, or you will surely lose the whole limb and possibly your life. A woman appears from the shadows of the counter. She has piercing green eyes and her red hair is raised on top of her head, bound round with rings of veined jadin. Welcome, Northlander. Oh, we have a second joker.
Oh.
There we are. Welcome, Northlander, she says, in a voice both soft and clear. How may I serve you? You hesitate before replying. Erda. She narrows her eyes and casts a glance at your injured arm. I cannot help you, she says sorrowfully. Erda is now very rare and precious herb. I would have to sell my shop and all my possessions in order to buy just one small pouch of Erda. There's only one man in Barakish rich enough to possess this herb, the Zakan himself. Sweat breaks out upon your brow as your fear grows deeper. What little Erda there is, she continues, is kept in the Grand Palace under lock and key. You ask if there's any other herb that can cure your arm. She shakes her head sorrowfully. Only Erda will cure limb death, and you're only likely to find that in the strong room of the Imperial Apothecary. She reaches behind the counter and brings forward 3 glass bottles, each containing a coloured liquid. These will not cure you, but they will dull the pain in the last few hours. Do we examine the potions, or do we ignore the potions and leave the shop?
Yeah, no, let's check them out.
We have to commit some murder to get some udder.
Murder.
Murder.
Oh, that's a nice word, Mercurius.
Bint, yes. I can imagine it being said in an Australian accent as well.
Yeah, so can I.
Yes.
I mean, let's be honest, Australians are just tropical Brits.
Yeah. Yeah. A very similar sense of humour to us.
Oh, the other Joker's gone.
Both Jokers have gone.
Oh, no, I can see the other one.
I can't see any Jokers now.
Well, he's hidden by Mercurius's gift, but I can still see the thing is there.
No, that's a Daniel.
Oh, is that Daniel? Oh, right.
That's a Daniel.
Oh, right. Oh, he's gone. Oh, dear.
But Curious wants to
Tropical
give
Irish.
up.
Yeah.
Give up, mate. Give it up, mate.
Give up, mate. Your arm's just going to fall off. Might as well let it happen. Just accept death.
That sounded
How was that?
That sounded more New Zealander.
Yeah, no, I think it did. Yeah, you're right.
Right, so examine, not examine. You said examine, so we have 4 examines, 1 not examine.
I'm assuming Mercurius's give up is the not examine.
You go to examine, Joker, do you say?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I also see. I'm assuming the give up is the don't examine. I thought that was South African. Hang on, can I do South African? I can. Hang on, I need to channel it.
Ooh. Channel.
Yeah, we got some South African
Sith
neighbors,
Afrikaan.
actually. They live across from us. South Africa. You here for rugby, mate?
I can't roll my R's, so I struggle with quite a few accents.
Rugby. You here for rugby, mate?
Our good old Eartha Kitt.
Right, looks like we're examining because nobody else seems to want to vote. Turn to 27.
I think I'm just mixing up all my non-British accents that sound British.
Each of the 3 bottles has a label which is handwritten in green ink. Larnuma oil, Lamspur, Rendalim's elixir. They're all healing potions and they all cost us money, but we heal automatically. So I'm going to make a statement here that we don't need them. We don't need them.
Executive decision made.
Yeah, we can't use them during combat, and I mean, we're not losing a lot of health. One has limbs in it. Sadly, not. The herb mistress then escorts you to a side door. I sense your despair, Northlander. I pray that you will find your I pray that you will find your cure. As you leave, she offers a word of advice. The guards at the north gate of the Grand Palace can be bribed. You thank her and leave by the side door. It opens onto an alleyway that runs alongside her shop. To continue, turn to 160. They won't fix the arm. Yes, suicidal side quest, definitely. Solo as well.
Well, it is called Lone Wolf.
Oh, those are those spiders, by the way. I didn't show you that.
Oh yeah, fuck them.
Mhm.
Mercurius, I can tell you've just woken up. Have you had your coffee yet?
Well, we're back up to full health now. After that, it just takes. Thanks for nothing, Bint.
He's not wrong, is he?
He was right. No, he wasn't wrong at all. Hello, Doc Flamingo.
Hey, Doc.
Your desire to leave this treacherous city is overcome by your fear of losing your arm. You must get the Urda herb, even though it means you will have to enter the very place you're most anxious to avoid, the Grand Palace.
I wonder if we'd have not gone through the grill, if we'd have not gotten our arm injured or something.
I don't know. The alleyway winds a tortuous route through the Mikorum, but finally it leads you to the Horm Tas Lalaim, the tomb of the princesses. Beyond the tomb, the Grand Palace rises like a massive white pantheon. You recall a legend told to you by your Kai masters long ago. It was called the Nemesis of the Black Zakan. The Black Zakan was a brutal tyrant, the cruelest of an evil lineage that ruled over the Desert Empire long ago. The barbaric excesses of his reign have never been forgotten in the Last Lands. The Grand Palace was built by his army of slaves, prisoners from countries he had conquered in war. The palace became his obsession. He personally oversaw its entire construction and punished the workers personally if there was the slightest delay. He butchered his subjects indiscriminately and in the most terrible fashion. His favourite form of execution was for the victim to be sawn in half from head to foot until the body fell in two pieces. However, it was the mass execution of the slaves who built the Grand Palace that made him truly infamous. He slaughtered every slave worker so that his enemies could never learn of the secret treasure chambers he had constructed. Among the slaves were his only daughters, Kabila and Sus, who openly opposed their father's cruelty and tried to prevent the executions. In a blind rage, he ordered that they should be the first to die. It would have been better for the Zakan and for Vasagonia if he himself had died that day. He lived for another 2 years, but his mind was unhinged by terrible guilt, and he was tortured by self-loathing and despair. In the Grand Palace, the silence of the night was frequently broken by the Zakan's pitiful moans and cries as he wandered from room to room looking for his daughters. When he died, he was laid beside them, here in the tomb of the princesses. From where you stand, you can see two entrances to the great palace, a spike-topped gate in the north wall and an arch in the west wall blocked by an iron portcullis. The palace is usually heavily guarded, but there are very few guards today. Most are out searching for you in the city. Do we approach the north gate, approach the west arch, or search for some other way of entering the palace? Or do we piss on his grave? Yeah, it's a good idea, Doc.
That one. What Doc said.
It is a big side quest, yes. What a big side quest you have, Mr. Wolf.
I would argue the whole book is a side quest, but yeah.
Yeah.
North
Gate, West Arch, or other?
I think some other way. Because even though she said that the North Gate guards can be bribed, I still wouldn't trust that.
No. Oh, yeah. So we've got 2 votes for other way, 1 vote for West Arch, 2 votes for West Arch now.
West Arch.
3 votes for
mate,
West Arch.
you're that lone wolf, ain't you?
No, I'm just a cat in sheep's clothing.
So we're at 3-3 between West and Other at the moment. Nobody wants Northgate.
Mercurius, if you really want to be the contrarian, you have to pick Northgate.
He's got his morning coffee now. Oh, it's Connor there now. Right, okay.
Hey, Connor.
So
the whole family are shapeshifters, are they? Interesting.
The whole family are Kelsey on a Friday night.
Couple of drinks on a Saturday night. The Glasgow belongs to me.
Yes, I think we just need a little exclamation mark Daniel here. Mercurius now says Northgate with coin purse in hand.
Yeah, there he is. Good lad.
Okay. So
You're acting as Kelsey for Dad. Oh, bless you.
West is now winning.
What's your dad cooking, Connor? And how badly is he swearing?
I've only just noticed that Doc Flamingo's picture is of a flamingo.
How have you only just noticed that?
I've only just noticed. Coco reckons to go for Northgate's making a late charge. So we're at 4 for the West Arch, 2 for Northgate, and 2 for Other now that Mercurius has changed his mind.
You were quite young when that was taken. Was that before you got your PhD, yeah?
Any more votes coming in? Because we do have 14 people in chat, according to my thing, and only 8 votes. So there are lurkers. 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 I'm summoning you. I mean, it took an hour to summon Mercurius when I said his name 3 times.
Yes, in mixology. Wow. That's a good study if you ever ask me.
Doc Flamingo says West. I thought Doc Flamingo had already voted. He hasn't. He's just been yapping. Right, West is winning. West is on 5. The other 2 are on 2. So we're going to go West.
No, he didn't vote yet. He was talking about grave pissing. Then he voted.
Okay, yeah. It is Friday night. I mean, I can't expect everyone to behave, can I? Oh, Mercurius.
Who got that?
I need to look to see who's got these because I didn't look. Callie Heim. Who got the previous ones? Let me. JP, Sean Brogan, Rivendell Coins and Antiquities, Yeetus Deletus, and No
That's
Prob
a fucking
Llama.
funny name.
Yeetus Deletus, and No Prob Llama. No Problema, No Problemo. That's quite good. That one. There's some good names in there. I don't know them, but there's some good names.
Yeetus Deletus is fucking funny. I like that. I rate that a lot.
Okay. Don't belittle the sacred.
We're not belittling anything, Doc. We're not belittling. I promise you.
Is that what flamingos do? Is that what flamingos do? They
wait. Is it flamingos or ostriches that bury their head in the sand?
They don't.
That's ostrich.
It's a myth.
Is that actually a myth?
Yeah, it's a myth.
Yeah.
They don't do it. They don't do it. Anyway.
Okay.
Flamingos stand on one leg. They sleep stood up.
Yeah, they very rarely sit down.
Nothing buries its head. Well, I think there's a lot of humans that bury their heads in the sand.
Yeah, that's called divorce.
Isn't divorce burying your wife under the patio?
Only in Brookside.
You detect that the west door leads directly to the palace armory. If you choose to go to the west door, let me know. Or do we avoid the armory? Oh, am I in the right place?
Yeah. You said west, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
that's right.
feels odd. That feels odd. 74 it was, wasn't it? Did I say 74?
Oh, apparently Germany beat Scotland 5-1.
Oh, Scotland actually managed to get a goal then. Right, okay.
Yeah, but apparently, according to Manfred, that was a goal by the defensive player on the German team.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. I'm just looking for. I feel like It doesn't feel right. It says here you detect that the west door leads directly to the palace armory. If you choose to go through the west door, let me know. Otherwise, do we go through a door to the north instead? Berry. It's not berry. It's not bury. It's not berry either. We say berry.
Yeah, berry is into bury something.
Yeah.
Or strawberry or raspberry or whatever.
Yeah.
We just said berry. That's what they get for fielding a Chelsea player. True. Screw Chelsea.
Door to the north or armory. So door to the north or armory.
Armory.
I guess, yeah, armory.
So we've got north and less likely to pee in oneself with.
Who was it, Jeb? Was it Rudiger? It sounds like it was Rudiger.
If people would make chairs for legs that bend in the proper direction, we'd use them. Little known fact about me: my legs bend in the wrong direction. That's real.
You've got goat legs.
I cannot sit cross-legged. My knees bend outwards. They don't bend inwards.
Oh, Jeb. Of course it was, right? How did I know? Oh yeah, no. Scotland, they have piss ups and riots whether they win or lose.
Yeah,
it's just fun to them. Yeah. They love it.
Yeah, I can't sit cross-legged. My hips and knees don't bend the right way. I'm odd. At the moment, we're 4 hours north.
What do you call it? I'm like knock-kneed, where like my knees bend inwards. Sort of. So I've got some insoles that I wear in my trainers to help correct that.
How can I do judo without sitting cross-legged? I've never had to sit cross-legged when I did judo. I struggle with foot sweeps. I end up clattering people's ankles with my bony ankles when I attempt to do a foot sweep because I can't turn my feet inwards to do a lot of the foot sweeps very easily.
Right, I understand. Yeah. Wait, what's he talking about? Perhaps you installed them incorrectly. What was his legs?
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm doing like squats and shit, I have to make sure that my knees are in proper alignment. Because if they bend inwards, it can cause severe injuries.
When I was a kid, I used to bite my own toenails.
Oh, you're legitimately a doctor.
When I was a kid, I used to bite my own toenails, but I didn't used to bend my feet up into my face to do it. I used to bend them outwards, and I could bring my foot to my face by bending my knee outwards.
What? So instead of putting your foot like inwards like that, yours went outwards that way.
Outwards, I could bend it outwards and up to my face. Yeah, when I was a kid.
I'm trying to do that now. I'm flexible. Even I'm struggling. Inwards, I could do.
I can't do it anymore. I used to be able to do that, but I can't do it anymore.
If I did a squat, would I eat the floor? What, the forest floor behind me?
Somebody's been watching Ching Chong.
Anyway, where were we?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Armory one.
Armory, that's it.
Yeah, 44.
That place where weapons are. Yes, that one.
Weapons that we don't need.
The place where love is, the Amori.
You rush through the west door and into the welcoming cool of the corridor beyond. A large drawbar on the inside of the door catches your eye, and hurriedly you pull it into place to delay any would-be pursuers. At the end of the corridor lies a hall which is full of weapons. Racks of spears and swords line this chamber's walls, and a massive workbench fills most of the floor. This is the palace armory. You may pick up a sword or spear from the racks. We don't need one. In the midst of the tools that lay strewn upon the workbench, there is a large, black, leather-bound book.
That's what we need.
We've definitely come the wrong way because we haven't had any confiscated equipment. I know. I've definitely gone the wrong way at some point. I have to find.
Wait, what happened? What did you do?
I don't know. I've gone the wrong way at some point. Let me find something. Yeah. We ignore this because this makes no sense.
Oopsies.
This makes no sense. No, not at all. I found the bit where we got the towel. That's a long way back, isn't it? Okay.
It's probably about 6 or 7 passages back, yeah.
179.
Try and find when we left that lady's shop.
Uh, 68. $27. I found the shop, so 160. $74. So I went to 74 instead of 79. That's where I went wrong. Okay. Yeah. Approaching the west arch was what we should have been doing. A line of leafy toa trees casts a shadow that hides your stealthy approach. The iron portcullis is lowered, and only a couple of soldiers stand guard inside where normally would be 10 times that number. Suddenly, there is the grating noise of metal rubbing on metal as the portcullis slowly begins to rise. The guards stand back to allow a troop of cavalry to leave the palace. As they gallop past, the horses kick up a huge cloud of dust, covering the luckless guards from head to toe. They cough and sneeze and run to a horse trough to slake their dust-choked throats. The portcullis is still open, and the archway is, for the moment, unguarded. If you possess the Kai disciplines of both camouflage and hunting, turn to 170. Hiding in shadows. That is what.
Wait, it's asking us for 2.
Yeah. Camouflage.
I don't think it's ever done that before, has it?
Yeah, no. The combined mastery of these Kai disciplines enables you to slip past the guards completely undetected. By the time they resume their proper guard positions, you have safely made your way into the palace gardens. There we go. I think we jumped ahead before, didn't we? Just a little bit. You're feeling very hungry. You must now eat a meal or lose 3 endurance points. Doesn't say anything about not being able to use hunting here. Exotic plants are growing everywhere in abundance. It's easy for you to make your way through them without being seen. The gravelled path divides a lawn of strange, luxuriant purple grass and leads to a magnificent fountain. A jet of clear blue water catches the sun, reflecting and refracting an eye-dazzling rainbow of colour. You gaze beyond the fountain to where the vaulting towers of the palace soar into the sky, and carefully you take note of the positions of the building's doors and windows. There are 2 entrances to the Grand Palace from the gardens. You can either go through the palace kitchens or through the Visudia, the Zakan's magnificent trophy hall. However, only one of these entrances leads to the Imperial Apothecary and to the precious Eau de Herb which is stored within. Do we have tracking or 6th sense? Yes. Moonwalk through the gateway, it will confuse them. Well, yes. Because Michael Jackson's dead.
Thriller!
No. I can't. I'm just going to cross a meal off. I can't stand Michael Jackson either. Not as bad as Destiny's Child, but better than Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston, I couldn't stand either.
One thing I like about Thriller is the fact that Vincent Price done the intro.
Oh.
Because it was about zombies, they had Vincent Price do the Monster Mash style narrating.
You do the mash.
Tell you what, I can't remember his name, but there was a rapper who did a remix of Smooth Criminal and called it Street General. That was quite good.
It's rap. Rap and good do not deserve to be together in the same sentence.
And then there's good old Weird Al.
Weird Al Yankovic. What was his?
Be there.
Don't be sad for Whitney. She's with her career now.
That's a burn. That is a burn.
No, that depends if you class. But Bobby tried to slap some sense into her, telling her she's no good.
I thought he slapped her because he asked her to get the crack.
I like Blondie.
Well, he was.
I like Blondie, but I have to say I don't like the Blondie song Rapture at all. I really don't. There's very, very few rap songs I like. Very, very few.
Yeah, there was a couple of Michael Jackson songs that Yankovic took the Mickey out of.
I do quite like The Message by Grandmaster Flash. I think that's a good tune. Insane in the Brain by Cypress Hill is a good tune.
Insane in the membrane.
Insane in the brain.
The Imperial Apothecary can only be reached from the palace gardens by entering the Visudia. The kitchens are part of the slave quarters under constant supervision of the cruel slave masters and guards. You wait until the path and lawns are deserted before you run up to the door of the Visudia. Ah. Manfred has reappeared.
Hello.
Hello.
I've swapped over because I'm migrating to the shed.
Okay. Well, you've only got 5 minutes of the stream left.
Oh. Well, what can I say? I don't want to miss out.
Well, Yeah, it's Vizu, VIZU -DIAR. You reach the door of the Vizudiar without being seen, only to find it securely bolted from the inside. You are cursing your bad luck when suddenly you notice a window set into an elaborately carved panel above the door. Its iron shutter is open. Despite your injured arm, you manage to climb the nail-studded door and drop through the window into the silence of the trophy room beyond. An eerie collection of stuffed heads lines the walls of this private chamber. Most are those of reptilian desert creatures, souvenirs of imperial hunting expeditions into the dry main. Among the snake-like trophies are several that are far more gruesome. Human heads. They are ghoulish battle honors, the heads of enemy commanders slain in battle during the countless wars waged by Vasagonia against its neighboring states. Excuse me. You hurry out of the Vizudiar and into a long marble corridor, where the walls are inlaid with veins of gold and studded with pink pearls. It leads to a large hall where palace guards and brightly robed courtiers can be seen walking to and fro. A colonnade of statues provides all the cover you need to reach a distant staircase unseen. As soon as the way is clear, you sprint up the staircase and arrive at a junction where passages head off to the east and west. At the end of each corridor, there is a door with a symbol engraved into the wall above. The symbol above the east door depicts a mortar and pestle. The symbol above the west door depicts an open book. Do we go to the east door or do we go to the west door? Are we sure they're human heads? They might just be French. So, do we go? The symbol of the east door is a mortar and pestle. The west door is an open book. Do we go for the mortar and pestle or the open book?
Open book.
Book. Okay. Say, chat. No, we're looking for herbs. I think there may well be drugs in the mortar and pestle room. I think that's a more likely place.
You just need to ask your good buddy Iman.
Yeah. But it's up to you. Mortar and pestle or open book room? I'm going to sit and wait for chat to vote. Right. I'm back on this again. You can see, I don't know why I keep pinging back to this. I should be there. I'm going to move the Lone Wolf live one out of there and move that out of there. And there we go. That's better. Separate window now. Anybody else like to vote? Lurkers, wake up. You have 2 minutes.
Maximum. Brian, have I used glassware? Yes. I don't own any, but I have done in the past.
Oh, yeah.
One of my former university flatmates had this glassware with like spikes on it, and he called it Spike. And you're not going to guess what happened to Spike.
Shattered.
Yes.
Yep. The choice is we've got two doors. One has got a symbol of a mortar and pestle on it. The other has got a symbol of an open book. Which one do we go through? Mortar and pestle or open book?
I had a plastic one that had pound signs all over it, so I called it Pound Stretcher.
Right. It's now 3-2 for open book.
I'm not sure if the non-British people will get that reference.
Robert says mortar and pestle for hurt arm.
Hello, Robert.
Hello, Robert. Yes, hello.
Now, Mercurius is on my side.
Yeah, I think Doc's right. There's a potential drug stash. How is this even a discussion? Why are you going for books when we are looking for the Erda herb, and there's a door with a mortar and pestle on it? Ah, far. But we're at 3-3. We're at 3-3. And there are 10 people who haven't voted. 10 of you. Or the herb could be hidden in a book. Yes, you're right.
See, this is exactly it, right? If you're going to hide something like that, you'd hide it somewhere where people who are going to steal it wouldn't look.
Yeah, but we're at 3-3. We've got a deadlock. We're at 3-3. Maybe we learn what the herb looks like in a book.
That is a very good point.
I don't know. Oh, Mercurius again. Look at this. Look at this. You know why I keep leaving it on the other screen? It's because
yes,
I keep checking to see who's got the gifts. And this is Elemental, the Pirate Pilot. Grim Squirrel says mortar and pestle. There, I'm not lurking now. Haha. Okay.
Hey, Grim Squirrel, thanks for subscribing. I appreciate it.
Oh, has he subscribed to you, has he?
Yeah.
Haha.
I got the notification. Because when you have your subscriptions public, it gives you a notification when someone subscribes. But if they're not public, then it doesn't tell you.
Oh, right. Is that what it is? Is that why I don't get any subscription notifications at all?
Yeah, because if the person has their subscriptions hidden on their channel, then you don't get a notification.
I don't get any notifications for anybody.
Oh, right. I get notifications for public subscribers.
Yeah, I used to when my channel was really small. Sounds very condescending, that, doesn't it? When my channel was small like yours, I got notifications. Ha 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 ha.
All right, Mr. Monetization, I get it.
I have been doing this for 4 years. 3 years. 3 years. 4 years. 3 years.
No, it's got to be 4 now.
3 years.
I've been talking to you for 1.5 years, and your channel's definitely been active for more than 3 years.
I thought it was 2021 I started.
It must have been since COVID, no?
That was during COVID. Oh, yeah. Right.
Oh, Doc Flamingo's had some contact from the other side.
Is it? Is it? Sean, it would have either been Daniel or Mercurius who was kind enough. But nice to see you pop in and say hello.
Hey, Sean.
Trying to make a decision though. We're at 4 people voting for mortar and pestle and 3 people voting for open book. So
You want to break the deadlock?
Well, it's 4-3 at the moment, and it is time to end the stream. So I did say 5 minutes ago that I was only going to go another minute.
Yeah, you did say that.
Yes, I did. I did say that. I did. And I try and do 2 hours on a Friday. Because Friday, I've got to be up early for work again. It's going to be the case until we get a new full-time member of staff for our other shop. I now have to work alternate Saturdays in our other shop. Those would have been the Saturdays that I had just an afternoon. Ending on a cliffhanger. Absolutely. Absolutely. But that's the best way to end on a cliffhanger. I broke my word. I went on for too long, didn't I? But Mortar and Pestle is what we've gone for in the end.
Oh,
So,
not the
all
book.
No, we're at 149 and we have picked 57. Always end on. Will we get our arm back? I don't know.
It's not dropped off. We've still got it.
Shadow on the Sand. That is what we're playing. Right. The plan is at the moment to do a Car Wars arena next Friday. But at the moment I don't know who's playing. I've had a few people sign up, but one of those who signed up has not been on the streams before. Maybe he's just signing up to watch. The other two are Daniel and Iman, both of whom have issues running Roll20.
Mhm.
So this could be an absolute car crash, quite literally. Which is what it's meant to be when you play Car Wars. The issue is you've got to be very slick with Roll20. And that because you've got to be able to twist and turn the little turny device thing, which helps you move your car around.
Kelsey says I'm in, but I don't know if that's Kelsey or Dan or Connor.
I don't know. Iman does have issues in general. Yes, we do know that.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Right. I think what we need to do then is at some point before next Friday, I'll get it all prepared, and those prospective players need to jump in Roll20 with me, and we'll have a little bit of a practice. Just moving.
What day, sir?
I don't know yet. One of the days, we'll have to pop in and just have a bit of a practice to make sure everybody is smooth with it, because the only way it's going to work on a stream is if everybody is smooth. Because there'll be a lot of fiddling about with counters. So I think, yeah, we're gonna have to do that. But we'll have to set up. So I'll have to work out when we can do it. Possibly on Sunday, because there's no quiz on Sunday, and I'm not working Sunday. So possibly after Iman's stream.
Yeah, because it's Father's Day in the pub on one.
Yeah, the pub's not.
Oh, my stream on Sunday won't be more than, I think, an hour and a half, 2 hours, because it's just it's going to be a quick run through if Metal Gear Solid 1.
Shall we provisionally have a little look at it on Sunday then?
Yeah, we can try it.
I think that's a good idea. Okay.
It'll be good for me to familiarize myself with how it works, because
yeah. But if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. We've got the book to go for anyway, so we'll have to see.
Yeah, we can't leave Straw Piglet in suspense for 2 weeks.
No. Well. He'll have to just sit and oink and squeak to himself. What's his command? Is it ! Piglet?
Yeah.
Little oink. Yes, there we go. I need to add some more. Mercurius on tenterhooks too.
Do we have one for Mercurius?
I'm writing down a few I need to add. I think.
I don't have one.
You don't have one. Mercurius doesn't have one. It's quite a few. I'm looking regulars.
I think Doc Flamingo is worthy of one now as well.
Do you think so?
I think so. I think he's been quite a good contributor to our streams, to your streams.
I think but the thing is, I've said anybody who wants their own Nightbot command, just ping me in Discord and say so, and you can suggest a message to me, or you can wait for me to do one that takes the piss out of you. Those are your choices. Right, okay.
Hey up, lad. I'm right northern me.
There you go. Right, anyway, I'm gonna you refuse to use Discord. You refuse. You refuse. I won't do it. I won't. There's a link to my Discord in the video blurb. It serves a purpose for us, Mercurius. We play games in there. We play a lot of role-playing games in there now. Every Thursday, every Tuesday night, every Saturday, we're playing games in there. Omanal's got a game starting soon as well. He's running. I've been running games for my local group on a Monday in there, so it allows us to game when.
Yeah, it's not just for chatting shit. It actually does facilitate us being able to play sessions and stuff together.
It does, yeah. It's how I can play games with Andy, who's down in Dorset, Manfred, who lives in Germany, Iman, who lives up in Burnley, Joker, who lives about
down the road
from me, but but not in the same house, obviously. It's about 8 miles away.
Put the kettle on.
Yeah. Mate, who said you need to be a human? Oh, are you talking about Discord?
Oh.
Discord might be asking him for a capture or something.
Yeah.
And then we do.
He's like, shit, I'm a flamingo. I can't read.
I mean, Daniel plays on a Saturday. He lives in Pennsylvania. We have Brian, who bounces between Kentucky and California. We have various Canadians. We are infested with Canadians. Canadians coming out our ear holes who join in. We've had Mexicans play. We've chatted with Midu, who's from Jordan. I've played a game with an Aussie in there. So yeah, it's good. It's been really good. Really good. Okay, it does have its issues, but it serves our purpose. So
yeah, I will say, I mean, it's not perfect, but it definitely gets the job done.
Yeah. Anyway, on that note, subscribe to Iman. Joker, have you restarted your channel yet? Or are you still?
No, yeah.
Not yet. Okay. Joker's channel's called Time's Up. And everybody in chat, Squirrel Hermit, a man with a channel. Anybody else? If you want to shill your channel, now is your time. I have no issue with people shilling. I don't think we've had too many channel owners in today. And tonight, both myself and Iman, tomorrow night, both myself and Iman will be playing in Bear's Palladium game, which we're looking forward to.
Aye.
Yeah. And I'll be streaming next on Wednesday. But I might just do an extra stream on Sunday before everybody else does. We'll see. Anyway, I shall speak to some of you in our game tomorrow, and I'll see the rest of you next week. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Cheers, John.